Yeah, this is the top row for humidity.
With his own personal weather station and an understanding of pressure in the air, you might call him a bit of a weather enthusiast. Haig Dixon of Nanaimo developed the skills to forecast the weather.
I use models, right, which you can find on websites online. And there's a couple different models that I look at. That's what most meteorologists will use to compare their forecast. There's not much other ways to predict weather, but by looking at the sky, you can say it might rain. Clouds, nimbostratus is the actual name for them, and they usually mean rain, and it's kind of drizzling right now.
Could snow fall from these clouds, or only rain?
Actually, these clouds this cloud would be the same as what it does for snow. I mean, if it was below zero, it could potentially snow.
He's pretty accurate. Like, he considers so many different things. Like he said, the models, and then his own calculations based on what Mount Benson looks like in precipitation and the way the clouds are.
Ron Martin is a community support worker. He's been working with Haig to develop landscaping skills with a goal of starting Haig's own yard care business this summer. Ron says he's been blown away with Haig's passion and skills regarding weather.
One day I left him, it was just starting to rain, and that's why I was concerned, so I kind of rushed back. And I pulled up, and he's standing in the middle of the road with his cell phone up in the sky, pointed at Mount Benson. And I get out of the car, and I'm like, "Oh, are you looking for lightning?" Because I saw a lightning strike on my way to meet him. And he's like, "Yeah," and he had this energy. He was like overcome. He was energized. I spoke to him some more about it, and he was telling me how he aspires to be a storm chaser, like an extreme storm chaser.
Haig's passion for extreme weather has him always hoping to see one thing in particular.
Storms and snow, it's usually with Arctic outflow outbreaks. You remember 2008 in Nanaimo? I mean, ever since then I was always looking for whenever a trend that would have developed similar to 2008. So I'm always looking for outflow outbreaks through weather models. That's how it really started.
Haig created a Facebook page to share his forecast with the community called Nanaimo Weather.
I make my own forecast, and I start off like I make a 6-day forecast, and I just go by what I see on models, and I update it because every day models change. So that's why the forecast changes every day.
Well, we know what Haig is hoping to see for weather this winter. He tells us what actually might be in store.
Probably not as much rain as normal for sure. And probably a bit drier, and at times we might see below normal temperatures. The record all time was -22, which was set, I think, in 1950 sometime. But I mean, the recent coldest record that we had in the last 10 years was 2008, and it was -18. So that was like probably the second all-time record cold that we have ever seen.
Everybody should, join his Facebook page if you want to keep up to date with local weather.
This is the ridge right here in Alaska, and watch, it's going to come south.
In Nanaimo, I'm Kelly Robinson.